start off at the beginning of your question. You said you didn't want to let your dad down. You know, so many times we hear people today going, "Oh, don't, you know, fear's not a good thing," or well, the fear of letting your dad down helped you do a lot of things and stay in your lane and do things well. I had a fear of that too, and it was a healthy fear. If you ever steal a pizza and you get home and your dad goes, "Did you pay for that pizza tonight?" It means he knows you didn't. All right, so just tell him the truth. All right, but I lied. I tried to weasel out of it. He gave me 4 chances to tell him the truth, and I lied. And on the 4th time I lied to him, backhanded me. I crumpled and went to the corner. Not by the force of his backhand, but because I was standing on some coward-ass lactic acid-filled legs because I was being such a weasel. Dad, I didn't ever think he could die. I thought he was the abominable snowman. I didn't think anything could get him. I didn't think anything. I thought that guy could have swam naked through a canal in Amsterdam and come out without a cold. He was a big man. He was 6'3", 260, and towards the end, what turned out to be the end of his life, I do remember him kind of. I saw him for the first time about a month before he passed away. I saw him asleep for the first time in my life. It was 8:30 on a Saturday morning. I passed by the bedroom door and I saw him still asleep. I was like, I've never seen my dad asleep. So on the fun-loving side of my dad, the way my dad died was making love to my mother. And as soon as he finished, he had a heart attack. Now check this out, man. For 20 years or more, he would tell me and my brothers, "Boys, when I go, I'm going to be making love to your mother."
Oh my God.
All this freaking shot. It's like he had healing hands. And boy, people would, he loved to give hugs. And everyone would walk away taller, bigger, more full. And they loved to hug they call him Pop. Everyone called him Pop.
I was about to ask that. Was he an affectionate man? You know, was he full of love and showed affection and showed his love physically?
Absolutely. He was a big hugger, dancer. I mean, him and my mom would go dancing. And you know what their stroke of midnight was, or the time to go home? You know what it was? It wasn't a clock. It wasn't a time. It was when mom because she danced without her shoes, when she had danced enough that her hose on the bottom of her feet got a big enough hole that they came over her feet and up around her ankles. Then it was time. So they, where she pulls a knife on him in the kitchen, and then he grabs a ketchup bottle and starts splattering with ketchup, dancing around like a matador. And he's laughing. I'm over there watching. No. And mom's got this knife whashing at him while he's going, touche. And all of a sudden it comes to a standstill because mom's so frustrated she drops a knife. And they embrace and make love on the damn kitchen floor. So again, the love always won going. And then as I got older in age, I was like, you don't need to go through a knife fight to get to the making love part. We don't have to go that hardcore. But I never judged my mom and dad on that. Again, my mom to this day at 89 years old with the middle finger that goes wonk, 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 because it's been broke 4 times from banging my dad in the forehead, says, oh yeah, I needed that to communicate. That's what I needed. I wouldn't change one thing about how her and my dad got along. And I'm like, okay, well that's for you. That's not for me. So I just, it never consciously scarred me. I mean, I always thought, again, our family got over things so quickly. Again, because the love was never in question. You know, whether it ended up making love on the kitchen room floor or my brother got busted for having some dope in his car. I mean, as soon as the discipline or the violence was over, it was hugs and tears and let's go get a cheeseburger and let's stay up late tonight.
Which kind of happened when you said to your dad, and you were sweating it, that you're going from a law degree to going to film school, and he said, just don't half-ass it. Yep. That's all you needed to hear to really, that was, I said the word gift earlier, your book being a gift. That was maybe the greatest gift he could give you. It wasn't judgmental. It was, okay, then if you're going to do it, do it.
Well, it's what you said again. And in the way he said it, he gave me not only approval, he gave me confidence, he gave me accountability, responsibility, privilege, freedom, and a little, the way he said it, a boost in my backside to go, don't let him down. As you said, don't want to let him down. And he just gave me agency. And check this out. I mean, see what y'all think about this. And this has come to me over the last few years. What I think happened in that phone call with my dad where I called nervous to say I want to go to film school instead of law school, and I don't think this is going to go over well. 30 seconds after that, he goes, "You sure that's what you want to do?" I said, "Yes, sir." Pause. And he goes, "Well, don't half-ass it." What I think happened in that phone call when I called and said I want to go to film school instead of law school, he heard his son not really asking for permission. He heard his son in the tone of my voice, "Oh, my boy's not bluffing." Okay? And as a parent, I think he went right there, "Oh, my son is now breaking out of the status quo of what we've told him he should do. And he's not bluffing." I can hear it in his voice. He could hear how quickly I said, "Yes, sir," when he said, "Are you sure that's what you would do?" And I think that was what any parent's proudest moment can be. Sometimes when our children go, "You've lined me up, I'm going my own way." And whatever that is, you know, I think he had a pleasure in that moment where he said, "I have raised him right." He's got the confidence and the courage to he's asking me. He's asking me. My son's asking me, but he's not really asking me. And I think that made him incredibly proud and gave him ownership of, hey, I did do a good job with the youngest one. He's got the courage to come and tell me, "Pop, I'm going my own way."